What if I told you that all of these black South Africans calling for the expulsion of black migrants in South Africa are doing so out of hate, envy, and jealousy? Would you say that Mr. J doesn't know what he's talking about? Or would you believe me? Well, on this vlog, I want us to take a look at a prominent South African who has worked with these migrants and is actually debunking the whole narrative and the rumors that most of these black lazy South Africans have allowed some of these uneducated idiots to champion a movement that is actually going to cripple them, and it has already started crippling them.
Shouts to Mr. J.
Mother Nature, like, how the fuck you doing that, Max? Trust me, I do a lot of shit like I'm doing much less. Got the mindset of DJ Khaled, I'm doing what's best. It's been body bags after body bags, so who is up next?
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and let's keep going. So when I say that black South Africans, they are doing all this march and talking about go back to your country, and talking about they're taking away our jobs, they're taking our women, they're benefiting off our resources better than us. That is coming from a place of jealousy, envy, and hatred that you coming in from a different country, you are trusted more when it comes to the business side of South Africa. Because if black South Africans were actually trusted and they were actually qualified in terms of being loyal enough to hold jobs, many entrepreneurs in South Africa would not be looking at these migrants to employ them. Now, you see, if you are an entrepreneur or you are a business person and you own a business, it doesn't matter what type of business it is, and you are looking for people to work for you, I will ask you this question. Would you rather get somebody that you cannot trust with anything in your business, or somebody who will not show up certain days, than to get somebody that actually will show up and will give you that loyalty and will be able to show and prove to you that you can trust them? This is not magic. You see, the capitalist wants an employee that will be trustworthy, that will show up on time, and who will not steal their properties. See, this is what black South Africans are. Let me not just generalize it. I will not say that every black South African steals and doesn't like to go to work and just drinks and wants to make money. I will not generalize that. Unlike some of these folks that are guiding you black South Africans to take to the street to protest. Now, every country has its own grievances. I understand that. And coming from a country like Cameroon, being born in Cameroon, I do understand that African countries have their issues. But to blame it on the migrants who look like you and me just because you are not trusted by some of these business and entrepreneurs who own companies and shops in South Africa doesn't give you the right to go to the extent of, yes, so many black South African migrants have been unalived with all these protests. And it always happens. Every couple of years we have a xenophobic episode in South Africa. And these black South Africans will not ask themselves the question, but what is it about us that they do not trust us with jobs? Companies cannot employ us. What is it about us and our politicians who represent us? Instead of attacking a black migrant in your country because they are able to be trusted and employed and work, yes, sometimes they might work without papers, but they prove that if they are given papers, they will do the jobs. Unlike you who will show up today and drink your life out, or who will go in and steal properties and so on and so forth. Now, some of you might keep saying, Mr. J, but you are hating on black South Africans. Let me play you this video of this prominent South African who has, from every indication, he is an entrepreneur and a businessman who has come in contact with these so-called black migrants that you black South African hate. I want you to listen to what he is saying.
Told him, you know, I employed South Africans, but when I need to go on lunch and I come back, my money's been stolen, my stuff has been stolen. I can leave these foreigners here and I come back 2 days later and none of my stuff is gone. So the narrative needs to be changed, but it can't be changed if we don't work together. So Mr. President, I think we should make a bold statement about the lies, the rumors, because I've been working ever since 1998 with people of the DRC, with people of Somali, with people of Zimbabwe, and they're respectable people.
Well, you all heard him. Mr. President, let us send a strong message. From all indication, this is a fellow black South African, smart, educated businessman who has actually worked with some of these black migrants, and he said it clear. If he leaves his business in the hands of a South African and he goes for lunch, by the time he comes back, this black South African, because they have no work ethics and they just want to get paid and earn money from where they didn't sow, like you reap where you did not sow, this black South African will steal his money and steal his property. But if he leaves his business in the hands of some of these black migrant employees and comes back after 2 days, he will not lose any penny, any rand, and he will not lose any property. So the question is this: why are these black South Africans still calling these black migrants in South Africa as enemies? Why are you looking at them as enemies? I will tell you, it's pure jealousy. The fact that they cannot hold jobs, the fact that they do not see that there is joy in labor, in putting forth energy and earning money like legitimately without stealing. The fact that these black migrants, they come from different parts of Africa and they can make a living with the little that they earn. You guys are hateful about that. Instead of turning your direction, your hate, your anger, your frustration at the government for not ensuring that everybody who comes in is in check. And majority of all those people that you guys have claimed are illegals, they have papers. The problem is, there's a situation with the backlog in your immigration, the Home Office. I want to end the vlog by stating clearly for any person who comes down and comments on the vlog or that I drop about this whole xenophobia thing that is going on. Black South Africans are being led by these so-called March anti-African immigrant xenophobic bastards. I will call them bastard. It's a strong word. I will tell you this: if Africans do not get pissed off about this whole situation, then it can happen to anybody who is like me or you. And the irony is, these people will kneel down and kiss the asses of white European migrant without even caring to ask them, where is your passport? Where are your papers? So now you do know that this whole thing is jealousy. And yes, and it exposes how lazy these folks are. Once again, I am not saying every black South African is lazy. I am saying all of those who are coming out and matching and supporting this whole nonsense, you are lazy and you are uneducated. Because if that whole they are taking our jobs was really a problem, there are so many companies now needing workers. But what do? You go out to protest. You go out to break into people's stores. You go out to loot in these stores where these migrants owned it. We all see through all this BS you guys are talking about. So before you come in my comment section to say I am hating, I am insulting black South African, I am doing this, Cut the bullshit. You feel me? Cut the bullshit. And this is news flash for you. No entrepreneur, no real business person in South Africa is ready to risk his business by hiring South Africans who will go there, and when they go for lunch, there's still money and there's still property. No business person would do that. I don't care if you're a black South African or you are a white South African. You own a business in South Africa. You do not want to have an employee that you cannot trust. That is just how capitalism works. So direct this anger that you guys have towards black migrants in your country to the real people that are starving you and making you look like idiots, because that's what you all are. Stay blessed. See you on the next one.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.